Good evening. We'd like to welcome you to the Elmore County Commission work session dated Monday, June 28, 2021. We'll call this meeting to order. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to all of you who are visiting with us today. We appreciate your participation and attendance. We look forward to recognizing the Tallahassee City School anglers in their accomplishments over this recent 2021 Alabama Student Anglers Association state tournament. I'm going to take a moment and just reference a few of the accomplishments of these students, and of course many of their family members are here with them today. I'm sure they would attest to the fact that they could not accomplish this without the support of family members and the school system and others. Most recently, the teams competed at Lake Jordan with over 250 boats and roughly 500 anglers. I can speak to the number of people there. I was there at the weigh-in when all the rain came. I'm sure y'all were there too. My 8-year-old son wanted to go watch the weigh-in, so we went for a little while, and then he decided he wanted to fish, so we fished in the pond next to it until the rain ran us off. But I know that y'all stuck through the rain, and for good reason, as the junior high team of Jaden Griggs and Stephen Bridgman captured the top individual finish for a junior high level boat with 6.7 pounds. And if I understand, this was supposed to be a 2-day tournament. It was just one, and the limit was 3 fish as opposed to what normally would be 5. So 6.7 pounds. And the high school team of Michael Markham and Carter Davidson captured the individual finish for high school boats at 10.96 pounds. And Carter Davidson caught the tournament's largest fish, weighing nearly 5 pounds. So those are some tremendous accomplishments. I know, and we all know that fishing is a challenge. It's a challenge physically out in the heat. It's a challenge emotionally. And there's lots of factors that go into your success. But I think this is an opportunity as a county commission. We always recognize students in the county who achieve something on a state level. So most recently we've recognized a couple of student athletes for their accomplishments in track and field, winning the state championships. We've had others here who have also accomplished things in science fairs and other academic accomplishments on the state level. So today you are our first Elmore County schools that are being recognized for your accomplishments with regards to the angling tournament. So congratulations. I'm going to allow my fellow commissioners to make a few comments, and then following the comments, we'd like all of the student athletes who are here who participated in some form, if you would come forward along with coaches if they're here, and we'll get a group picture with everybody. So, Mac?
I'm glad to go first because I serve Tallahassee area, and I'm just absolutely thrilled. My grandson was in that tournament with Elmore County High School, so I know how much fun they had, even though everybody got wet. But it was still fun. I know how hard you've worked on this season, fishing the different lakes, and some of them were far away. I know my grandson went up near Huntsville a couple of time or two, and it just nothing thrills my heart more than seeing kids getting outside and enjoying the great outdoors. And we're so blessed in Elmore County to have the lakes and the rivers, and see these kids enjoying that and learning. It just nothing thrills my heart anymore. So I am so very proud of you, and this is a big deal when you win a state tournament like this with this amount of kids involved, over 500 kids, and y'all won it all. That's wonderful. So congratulations.
Commissioner, that's no pun intended, but I believe something's in the water up in Tallahassee because we keep honoring the students out of Tallahassee, Alabama. But I know it's hard work, long hours that you spend out there in the sun, early morning getting up. A lot of kids don't like to get up early in the morning. And to fish, you got to get out there because I live on the lake, and I hear y'all about 4:30 or 5 as you're running up the lake. I don't think they know any way to run but wide open. So that's about it. But I appreciate your dedication to it, and even more the parents. You're to be commended 100% for kids that participate in events like this and not sitting around with their little video games. Thank you.
Congratulations on your accomplishment. I know it's a lot of work what you do. I have a family member that when he was in high school fished on tournaments such as you participate in, and then went on to Auburn to fish on their team. So I know it's a lot of work what you do, and I appreciate the parents who spend the time there. I have the opportunity to work with our Economic Development Authority on behalf of the commission, and we have Ansley here tonight that works with our Economic Development Authority, and she worked with the planners of that tournament, and I want to tell her what I appreciate, what a good job they did. But seeing someone from Elmore County win the tournament, it just warms my heart that we were able to bring that tournament here this year, and then a local team won it. So again, congratulations, and I appreciate what you guys are doing. Thank you.
And I just want to echo each one of my fellow commissioners and telling you all congratulations. Thank you to the parents. And in reading over this resolution, these are some pretty big fish. Did you take pictures with them? And they didn't let you keep it, right? You had to release it. Oh, did you want to keep it though? Oh, okay. But congratulations, you guys. This is awesome.
Well, I'll say behind the weigh-in, they had this little contraption where you put the fish, right? And then I'm sure they relocated them back to the river or the lake, and that's where my son wanted to fish, but I told him that wasn't allowed. So if we could have all of the anglers come forward, any coaches or boat captains, anybody who participated in some way, if y'all would come forward and we'll get a group picture. We're going to have y'all stand right along there, all right? If you want to hold that up there with you guys, try to balance it out a little bit.
Get up there.
Yeah, there you go. Everybody good? All right, congratulations.
Great job.
We'll proceed now with our regular business. Review the minutes of the June 14, 2021 commission meeting. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, review the memorandum of warrants for the period of June 9, 2021 through June 22, 2021. Mr. Byer?
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, for that time period, the memorandum of warrants was $1,138,713.65.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, we'll proceed now with old business. We'd like to invite representatives from Waste Management. If you'd come up to the podium here, we'll go ahead and give you an opportunity to address the commission with regards to any updates on the progress of the service in the county.
Mr. Chairman, Commission, thank you so much for having us tonight and letting us update you on how things are going. I provided you with a spreadsheet there on the top thing. These are results from the Call Experience Center. We had the Call Experience Market Area Manager come and speak with you on May 10th. And since then, we've made some changes. We've hired some additional representatives. We actually, if you remember, we sent out a postcard kind of explaining ways to communicate and some of the facts about waste management to everybody the middle of May. On that postcard was our website and email communication, and that's gone off pretty well. It's not huge. It's not just taken over, but it's gone off pretty well. We've had a good bit of activity on it. as you can see, the calls have come down since April. They're not where we want them to be, but they're improving. But as you'll see, the average speed to answer the phone calls, I mean, obviously, back in April, things were pretty bad. And I'm not going to say it any other way. And they've gotten much better. They're not to our standards yet, but they are improving. In June, our speed of answer has been 3 minutes and 54 seconds, which is way too long on our standards, but it's much improved. As far as our operational update,
Yeah,
this is Eric Hammond. He's one of our route managers, and he's going over.
Yeah, so I'm the senior route manager here in Montgomery, and I just wanted to update everybody. I mean, last week we had a pretty rough day, staffing-wise, people getting sick, viruses, actually 5. But on the 19th, 2 weeks ago on Saturday, we had a hiring event that had 53 applicants show up, which was great, and we want to thank you guys for putting it out there for us, too. But we hired 14 new drivers coming to our site, which we are moving to an optimal work week, which is going to be a 4-day work week, as soon as we get these guys hired. That gives us 24 residential drivers, which with the optimal work week, we only need 19. So we are staffed. We're getting ready to be staffed. Now, this is not going to be a 1-day fix or 1 week. Probably more like a 4-week out before we can actually get these guys trained well and to our standards of safety and customer service.
When you say transition to an optimal work week of 4 days, how will that be communicated? Will there be changes?
No, it was
You're
still
talking
be a
about the-
5-day operation, but a 4-day work week with our drivers.
Gotcha,
which will
so
give
they
us
can
more
rotate.
coverage.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
And what
And
we'll
then
do
maybe
is-
we won't have issues with DOT restrictions and things like that?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. We want to keep it around 48 hours for everybody. And just to give you a little insight on the residential piece of it, we're not going to do any rotations. So basically, every 4 route, we'll have a 5th driver, right? So that 5th driver will actually cover down for that one missing day, but that will be his route. So once he learns that route, it's not going to be no rotation. So not everybody's going to get a Friday off. Not everybody's going to get a Monday or a Tuesday. You know, it's going to be that certain day off that they get. So it's going to be
staggered.
It's going to be, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad that you're working towards solving the staffing issue. Obviously, that's not just you with that challenge. There's numerous and various industries that have been impacted by the lack of employable candidates. So I'm glad to hear that. What do you think was the difference in terms of getting these people to actually having 53 people come and apply and 14 get hired?
Well, I will tell you about 60% of them wasn't working, obviously. But I was out of town when this happened, but I reached out to every one of them, and I'm excited about it. They're excited to come aboard. Not sure what the difference is, and like I said, it
So
may be-
60% of the 53 people were just...
No, the ones that we hired.
Oh,
were-
okay.
did not
60%
have-
of those
yeah,
were
the
not
100%
working at
did.
all.
Yeah, we're not working at the time, so I couldn't give the answer of
Okay.
what was the difference on it. But like I said, on the 14 that I've talked with, really excited. They're excited, so.
Great. Well, that's good to hear.
Of these 14, are they done on your health cards and the CDLs?
Yes.
And all?
Yeah, so what we did right away, I know we have, out of the 14, there's 8 of them that's already got our DOT certification through us.
Okay.
So we send them right away to our
Right,
doctors,
okay.
so they do that. We did, first time ever since I've been with Waste Management in 14 years, is we did some accelerated hiring. So what it means is if they got to pass their background, or their drug test and their DOT, and they can still come on without their background check, just, we let them know if it comes back negative or anything, would have to cut ties there, but they're letting us accelerate the hiring
Okay,
process.
so that's good. So
Yeah.
you've done eliminate a lot of steps by doing the health
Yes.
card and the DOT testing and stuff. Very good. Well, we look forward to, the progress. I know the call time is down, and I know we got hit hard this last week. It had been going good, and I've got to brag on you. If I communicated to you, Mike and Van and yourself, Eric, y'all popped back right quick, and you ran and picked up and took care of the problem that was there. I think the biggest thing is communication still out there. We just got to make sure you communicate with Richie and Luke at the highway department, anything that's happening where if you're looking at route changes or anything, because I know we had that problem in that Millbrook area. We changed some routes and didn't tell anybody. And so that was something else there. But when you have someone that's sick like that, like you got hit, please send us a message. Send it to them and say, hey, they're going to be running behind. That's all it'll take. That's just communication, okay? That's good management.
Yep.
And in any company, in my military days, you know, if the top rank didn't tell the foot soldier to go out there and dig a hole, then he's stuck out in the open out there. And that's what we were. We were stuck out in the open, and we need y'all to, you know, let us know so we can dig that foxhole, okay?
Yep.
So the report you gave us is encouraging to see these numbers are coming down, but it's references calls. I know there's other ways that a customer can contact y'all. Maybe you have an app they can contact you, email. Tell me what kind of volume are you seeing there month over month, or is that coming down as well? Is this an indication of overall?
That's overall.
Overall? Okay. So the next thing I would ask you to do is that I've gotten 3 calls that I've given, passed off to Commissioner Hines and sent into the commission office. I guess, well, really it's been 2 that's been related to a follow-up with a customer, our constituent. So if I could ask you to maybe, whoever it is in your organization that is tasked with following up with a customer, as far as an ongoing problem, 2 of the problems that I'm referring to were, they were like 4 and 5, 6 weeks old. Now, I just happen to know these 2 people real well. So I've got to believe they were communicating to me a pretty good representation of the problem. But it was, they communicated to you a problem, and they had a commitment back to fix it, and it took one of us getting involved to bring it to your attention. So maybe you can do a review on how those issues are handled and how you follow back up with the customer. That may resolve some problems. And just to echo what Commissioner Hyde said, if you'll arm us with information, I got a text message today. Hey, I didn't get my trash picked up last Friday. What's going on? I think if I had known that, I could have said, hey, that route's running late. I think it just helps us help y'all, and it may lead to reducing some of your calls or inquiries. So, but we appreciate it. I'm encouraged to see that these calls are coming down, because we know they're not calling y'all to tell you what a good job you're doing. They're calling for some other reason. So we appreciate what y'all doing to bring that number down.
Thank you very much.
This may be rare, so I'll share it with you. Well, I opened my mail when I got here today, and this is from a lady in the Valley subdivision off Redland Road. It said the garbage pickup situation has greatly improved. Thank you. So I don't know how many of those you get, but I thought I'd share it with you.
First one in a while. Thank you.
That felt staged, I don't know, but
We'll take whatever we can get.
that's,
Remind them on Monday.
Yeah, and we are going to be working the 5th, July 5th on that Monday. So they gave us the chance
Okay.
to say yay or nay, and we all voted to.
okay,
We work.
great. All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll proceed now. Consider rescheduling public hearing for a 050 retail beer off-premises only and a 070 retail table wine off-premises only alcohol license transfer application from Bumper Texaco to Quicksack 5 by Quicksack 5, Inc. at 75930 Tallahassee Highway, Wetumpka, Alabama 36092.
Commissioners, the applicant missed the advertising deadline, so that need to be pushed back to the July
Okay.
15th meeting.
All right, and proceeding now with new business, we are removing this first item in the new business.
Yes, sir. And Commissioners, there was a confusion with the town of Elmore on this application. That should be going through the town of Elmore instead of us.
Okay. Well, we will bypass that and proceed. Discuss selection of Schneider Electric for continued ESCO services based on response to county's RFQ. Mr. Byer?
All right, so ESCO is the energy saving contracts. We had performed work with Schneider Electric years ago and did a number of upgrades to county facilities, and basically, in a nutshell, the ESCO services reinvest the savings from the energy cost back into the improvements. So basically, the savings the county sees pays for the improvements and brings everything up into a more modern standard. We had some projects that were in design and discussion with Schneider, and because of the original contract being back in the 2015 timeframe, we approached the examiners, and they recommended that we go through the RFQ process again to make sure that we didn't have a amendment to our existing contracts that was 6-7 years from the initial RFQ. So we have done that. Schneider is the only one who responded to the RFQ. It was open to any ESCO type company. But our recommendation is to continue working with Schneider. They have a proven track record. I believe if it wasn't this month, it's next month that we'll hit $1 million worth of savings in our first 4 years of measurable statistics with them. So it is our recommendation that you allow us to select them, and then in the business meeting, allow the chairman and I to execute any kind of documents related to the future projects. The main project with them is looking at the ventilation improvements in the jail, and we also think that will be an eligible ARC project once we move through the design process.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll proceed now. Consider contract with Johnson Controls to continue preventative maintenance activities on Elmore County Courthouse, judicial, and jail units.
Chairman, Commissioners, this contract, as it states, is a continuance of our preventative maintenance contracts. We have had those in place for the last, I believe it's been the last 6 years since those improvements went in 6 years ago. And so this basically takes all of our large heating and cooling units and puts them under a preventative maintenance contract where Johnson Controls will come in and on a quarterly basis do upkeep on those, and then I believe they also have monthly responsibilities related to filters and recharging, things of that nature. So it is a slight cost increase, but it is in line with all the other contracts we've done with them. It'll cover FY 22, 23, and 24.
All right, thank you. Next item, consider authorizing chairman and/or COO to execute sales contract with ES&S for Express Vote ADA voting machines and approve budget amendment to account for $77,500 in HAVA funds provided by the Secretary of State in the purchase of Express Vote machines.
So Mr. Chairman participated in some budget hearings with the probate judge. In his original budget submissions for 22, he had the upgrading of the existing, everybody calls them handicap machines, but the ADA compliant voting machines that the county has. I believe we have 33 of those machines in our inventory. You can't get parts for them. They're outdated. They were in a position where we thought we were going to have to expend well over $100,000 to purchase new machines. And that's just for the existing machines, the 33 that we have in inventory. The Secretary of State allocated every county money for their existing ADA machines. Those are the AutoMark machines that you'll see on the next item that we're asking to be declared surplus. And what they did is they negotiated a deal with ES&S for these Express Vote ADA compliant machines. They're the only compliant machine that the state election committee has approved for ADA purposes. So they allocated us $77,500 in HAVA funds, which covers I believe it's 31 machines actually, which was on file with the Secretary of State. And what we're asking is to do a budget amendment, and we have some funds from the existing probate budget that will allow us to increase that to $100,000, give him 40 new machines for the next election cycles, and put us in a position where we've updated machines that the county's had for well over 15, 16 years. So you probably have never voted on one of those. Not many people vote on them, but they're a requirement that we have at each polling precinct.
Thank you. We appreciate the update, and we appreciate the Secretary of State and his willingness to avoid an unfunded mandate. So we are delighted that they are contributing to that requirement. Next item, discuss declaring the Automark voting machines surplus. So this is surplusing the out-of-date machines that we will be replacing. Next item, consent docket, approved travel memorandum. Next item, personnel notifications. Notification of hire of Mary Beth Howell, dispatcher Tier 1, replace B Speed, effective 4/26/2021. Notification of hire of Jesse Goolsby, equipment operator 1, fill vacant slot, effective 6/21/2021. Notification of termination of Jesse Goolsby, equipment operator 1, effective 6/22/2021. Notification of hire of David Burke, equipment operator 1, effective 7/6/2021. Notification of resignation of Tanya Hand, mapper 1, effective 6/24/2021. Notification of promotion of Regina Marsh, GIS Tech, to mapper 1, replace T. Hand, effective 7/4/2021. Notification of hire of Sarah Robinson, tag clerk, fill vacant position, effective 6/14/2021. We'll now proceed with reports to the commission. Mr. Byer.
Mr. Commission Chairman, Commissioners and Chairman, a couple items for you that are in front of you. We have a copy of 2 letters from the ACCA Workers' Comp and Liability Funds that have issued our refund for this fiscal cycle. The amounts are in the tune of a little over $70,000. Some of that is our safety incentive discount. Some of that is our refund based on our claims and loss experience with the fund. So Courtney and the department heads have done a very good job on not only implementing the safety improvements that are recommended by CRS through the association, but also we have done a laundry list of things to county facilities and put in place things on the cybersecurity side. So we actually are turning in a number of those items for the safety award. That application will be going in the next day or so. But that right there is one of those ways that the employees are helping themselves put money back into the operating budget, and that gives us the ability to reinvest that back into things like merit increases and things of that nature. You also have a little packet front and back from the FP2 Association. Ergon has nominated Elmore County for our pavement preservation program. And so other than some time on the phone and a couple emails, they have put all that information together for us and are submitting that. I don't know the exact timing of that, but generally that is in the fall of the year when they have an event for the Pavement Preservation Association. So wanted y'all to have that in your hand. Our chairman is quoted in there along with other staff members about the importance of pavement preservation and what it's done in Elmore County, changing the narrative on our road system. So you also should have received a 22 budget draft over the weekend. I sent it to you in emails, kind of like the rebuild, just trying not to kill a bunch of trees and give you information. I know Commissioner Mercer specifically likes to take our spreadsheets and sort them and do things like that. So I'm not sure how many of the rest of you like to do that, but because it's in a draft form, that way you can ask questions and be able to get some input back. We're kind of working on the second iteration now, trying to get information together. We're also trying to formulate, based on all the information turned in by department heads, the recommended merit increase levels for the 22 cycle. So we intend to have that by the time we get to the last meeting in July, all that information back to you so you can consider the budget late July, first part of August timeframe. In that same vein, we're trying to take feedback we got at last meeting on the rebuild projects. We had some very good feedback from each one of you about projects in the current plan, and we'll be getting that fine-tuned to where we'll have that in a position for y'all to adopt in a July meeting. A week ago, I met with ALDOT and the city of Millbrook about a potential A-Trip 2 application. We'll be circling back with y'all about that. I believe the only commissioner that is not involved in that application will be Commissioner Daughtry, and I'll have to explain to him why that doesn't fit into the application, but I think, well, I take that back. You may be in that as well because of one of the locations near Wetumpka. But the intent is to apply for 3 locations. They're all on the 14 corridor, so kind of building on what we did last time. But we've got to get some traffic data up and some accident information for DOT. But we met with DOT trying to make sure that they were in line with the items. So Stuart Peters with the City of Millbrook joined us during that discussion, and we'll be following up with y'all. And I'm hoping I'm right. I'm hoping it's every district gets touched by the 3 intersections. I also have included in your packet something that hasn't come to us yet, but it will come to us in the next week or so from the ACCA in terms of investing in Alabama counties. As y'all recall, at the last meeting, y'all joined that program, and we've got a call set up, I believe, on July 6th with them to do a virtual discussion about the program. What you have in front of you is a 3-page assessment tool that myself and some of our staff have been working on with the association and the IAC to kind of get counties thinking about their investment plan. I wanted y'all to see that because a lot of the items that have been discussed internally with our group and our mayors shows up in here as we're trying to highlight what you can and can't do with the money and trying to help guide other counties in terms of their investment strategy. So the intent is this is a hard copy for you to be able to sit and look at and kind of develop your answers, and then there is a survey that we put out to where it's all submitted electronically to the association and IAC to where they can take that data and be able to pull it together for not only us but the other counties that are participating. That's one of the bonuses of the IAC is being able to see what other kind of projects are being done to where we can have some leverage there, not only from the purchasing end but also from the compliance end to make sure that we have a number of projects that are running in the same vein. So we should be seeing that here fairly soon. The last thing, Commissioner Mercer has already mentioned that Ansley Infinger is here with ACETA. But each one of you have not only stickers but some additional collateral from the Live Here, Buy Here campaign. I think we've been getting good reviews on that, some good social media traffic. I don't know if y'all have given away anything yet. We've been putting out some information, some drawings. So, and Carrie's here with us. I didn't even see Carrie sneak in. But we've given you some additional information that ACETA has provided to us, some things you can give out. And if there's anything else that you want or you have people asking about that, Carrie and Ansley are the point persons for getting that information to you and those supplies. I think they're giving away a lot of the supplies, so but in addition to gift cards. So I don't know how many of the T-shirts and hats and all that stuff they necessarily will have that are not given away, but I know that there's gift cards and things of that nature that they're doing in the promotion. So far they've done an excellent job getting that out, not only on social media, but on billboards. I'm not sure if they've hit all the locations, Mr. Chairman, that you would like for them to hit, but I think they've got a plan on getting that information out. So that's all I have in the way of a report. Do y'all have any questions or comments for me?
Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll now proceed with reports from the commission. We'll begin with Commissioner Hines.
Thank you, Chairman. Big thing I want to talk about now is the holiday coming up, July 4th, for everyone to be safe this weekend. Be a lot of cars on the road and on the waters out there. But to let everybody know also, we've had a lot of complaints about the grass cutting. We do have a new tractor that came in this week, and it'll be on the road cutting also. So we are out steadily going and spraying and taking care of the roads. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Daughtry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just to reiterate what he said, busy week and weekend coming up. I want to mention 3 different things in my district. On July the 4th, 9 o'clock, there'll be a patriotic service at Church in the Pines at Kalijah. At 10:30, there will be the annual 4th of July boat parade, and if you've never been to that with your family, you need to bring your family and come to it. It comes around Kalijah, starts at Kalijah Marina, comes around the restaurant. The best place to see it is from Children's Harbor, and everybody knows where Children's Harbor is. So all that out there, they come right by there. Some of these people work on these boats for weeks. It's amazing the time and effort they put into it. So great family affair. That's at 10:30 on July the 4th. And we'll always have a World War II vintage aircraft flyover during the parade. And that's a big plus for the kids and the adults as well. Then that evening at 9 o'clock, one of the biggest fireworks displays in the southeastern United States will take place at the Lake Martin Amphitheater. About a 120-acre field there, freshly mowed. You can pull off there with your families and, get on your trailers, your trucks, whatever. And I promise you, you won't be disappointed. So those are some activities that are happening in the north end of my district, north end of the county, and they're all free. So please take advantage of that. I know we're being broadcast through the web, so I wanted to make sure everybody knew that because we get some calls every year about the fireworks and the boat parade and so forth. So everything's on schedule, going to be bigger and better than ever. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Commissioner Mercer?
Thank you, Chairman. As we mentioned earlier, since our last meeting, we have hosted the Alabama Student Anglers Bass Fishing Association State Tournament here. Our Economic Development Authority worked to bring that tournament here and had over 250 boats. And other than the rain cutting the event short by one day, it was a very successful event for our participants and our businesses. And we look forward to continue to working with ACETA to bring that tournament and similar tournaments to the county. And I do need to apologize to Carrie. Carrie, I didn't see you sitting there. I recognize Ansley while they were here, and so I apologize, but Carrie, appreciate what you do, and you and Ansley as well in working with these type of events. Last item I have to report is the unemployment rate for Elmore County for May is being reported at 2.3%. This is down slightly from 2.4% for the month of April. And during the month of May, that was compared to a state average of 2.9%. I think this continues to speak to the good, solid economy we have in our county, and I appreciate being a part, along with the other commissioners, of helping to work towards supporting our businesses throughout our county. That's all I have, Chairman.
Thank you. Commissioner Lewis?
Thank you, Chairman. Carrie, I knew you were here. I just want to start off. It's always good to support campaigns that we're doing here in Elmore County. And, of course, the Live Here, Buy Here campaign is the most recent one that we kicked off, and you guys are doing an amazing job. And I promise I'll wear this hat when I go fishing because I really got to beat those boys that, and put it on Facebook, yes. Also, another campaign that we have was our littering campaign that for some reason has kind of slowed down, and I think it's because everybody is scared to pick up trash with our right-of-ways still very grassy. But I'm glad to hear Commissioner Hines give an update that we do have a tractor to start back up cutting again, because I have had a lot of residents reach out to me asking when the next trash pickup is going to be. So it's really good that our community is getting involved, and they're asking me to go ahead and set another one up. I'm going to respond back to their request. Also, thank you to the Sheriff's Office. It's really nice to see our county van and inmates out picking up trash again. We're getting back to normal, and COVID hopefully will continue to slow down. That's all that I have, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate my fellow commissioners and their dedication and commitment to serving the people of Elmore County. I will just mention briefly, there are a lot of festivities this weekend. The city of Wetumpka is hosting their fireworks display on Saturday evening, July the 3rd. The fireworks are being provided by Wind Creek Hospitality, and it is an exceptional fireworks show. There's lots of places that you can view that from, including some of the new locations that have been provided with the recent HGTV television program, and the farmers market and some other newly landscaped areas that would provide a great location to celebrate and to enjoy the 4th of July festivities and the fireworks display. I will now turn the time over to Kimberly for important calendar dates.
This Monday, July 5th, the courthouse will be closed in observance of Independence Day. Friday, July 9th through Monday, July 12th will be the NACO Annual Conference in National Harbor, Maryland. Our next commission meeting will take place on Thursday, July 15th, with the work session at 5 and the business meeting following. Friday, July 16th through Sunday, July 18th will be the 2021 back-to-school sales tax holiday, and our second meeting in July will be on Monday, July 26th, with the work session at 5 and the business meeting following.
Thank you. We'll reconvene shortly. Welcome to the Elmore County Commission Business Meeting dated Monday, June 28, 2021. We'll call this meeting to order. We'll begin with an invocation offered by Commissioner Lewis, following which Commissioner Hines will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Everybody, please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you this afternoon just expressing so much thanks we have to you. Thank you for bringing us through a year of COVID to where we are today, and thank you for the results going down and everyone remaining healthy. Thank you for all of us being able to work together for the betterment of our county, and please be with us as we continue to do what is best for our county and the residents of Elmore County and the state of Alabama. Thank you for everything, and please keep everybody safe through the holiday weekend, and we praise you and give you thanks. Amen.
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 Ms. Kim, would you call roll?
Commissioner Hines?
Here.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Here.
Chairman Stubbs?
Here.
Commissioner Mercer?
Here.
Commissioner Lewis?
Here.
Is there a motion to approve the resolution recognizing the Tallahassee City School anglers as winners of the 2021 Alabama Student Anglers Bass Fishing Association State Tournament Classic?
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Proceeding now with regular business, is there a motion to approve the minutes of the June 14, 2021 Commission meeting?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the memorandum of warrants for the period of June 9, 2021 through June 22, 2021?
Motion approved.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Proceeding now with old business, is there a motion to approve rescheduling the public hearing to Thursday, July 15, 2021 at 5 p.m. for a 050 retail beer off-premises only and a 070 retail table wine off-premises only alcohol license transfer application from Bumper Texaco to Quicksack 5 by Quicksack 5, Inc. at 75930 Tallahassee Highway, Wetumpka, Alabama 36092.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Proceeding now with new business, is there a motion to approve selection of Schneider Electric for continued ESCO services based on response to county's RFQ and authorize chairman and/or COO to execute all documents related to ESCO services?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve contract with Johnson Controls to continue preventative maintenance activities on Elmore County Courthouse, judicial, and jail units?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve authorizing chairman and/or COO to execute sales contract with ES&S for Express Vote ADA voting machines and approve budget amendment to account for $77,500 in HAVA funds provided by Secretary of State and the purchase of the Express Vote machines?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve declaring the Automark voting machines surplus?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
Is there a motion to approve the consent docket as presented?
Motion approved. Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
We will bypass personnel notifications. Are there any additional reports to the commission?
No, sir.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Ms. Kim?
Commissioner Hines?
Yes.
Commissioner Daughtry?
Yes.
Chairman Stubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Mercer?
Yes.
Commissioner Lewis?
Yes.
We are adjourned.